Hey everyone, I'm Dave and welcome to Dave's Taste Buds. Got another great show for you today. We're going to cook some wings out on the grill and we're going to talk barbecue sauce. It's just a couple of brands that are very popular. We're going to do Sweet Baby Ray's and we're going to do Stubbs. So we'll be talking about that later on in the show. You're going to want to stick around for that. Just want to say again, thanks for coming on board. Beautiful day here in New England. Oliver is in the house. Oh, I heard him bark already. If someone dares walk by, he's certainly going to start barking, which he is. I'll get on right. Just want to welcome you to the channel. Just starting out, I would very much appreciate if you subscribed, give it a like for the algorithm. And that being said, let's get right into it. I want to take a chance today and show you how to break down a chicken wing. First thing I'm going to do is get them unpacked, get them washed off, which we've already done. I sectioned off a lot of these. I just saved a few so you can take a quick look at how it's done. So G, if you want to just kind of slowly move it on a little closer. I'll show you how this is done. Hands washed, obviously. Some people prefer to wear gloves. Gloves are very popular these days. I just, raw dogging it, you know what I'm saying? So, this is your chicken wing. Basic. Flats, drumsticks, this little thing. We don't need this at all. Hold it like this, you put your thumb right on the joint and push it. This wing's gonna come out. Get yourself a nice pair of kitchen shears, or I'll show you how to do it with a knife too. Take your kitchen shears, when the joint is extended, you'll be able to feel it and just cut right through that. Boom, done. We're gonna move that over there. Same thing with this, now we're gonna flip it. I like to cut this skin a little bit, and then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna push it down like that. And you'll hear a little pop, you'll hear the joint come off. You're gonna get your scissors right in there where you can feel that the joint is, and you're just gonna cut right through. And it's as simple as that. This, trash, right into the sink. Show you that again. Push it down. Cut that small easy joint through. Set that aside. Snip it. Push it against it. Hear that little pop. Come down in through here. Cut right through it like that. Like I said, you can also do it with a knife. Knife, same kind of thing. It's not quite as easy, so get yourself some nice kitchen shears. Same thing. Hold it, extend it, get your knife right down in there. Cut around, you're gonna cut right through. Remind me to watch that counter later, because I missed. I'm gonna cut that, same thing. Pop it. Feel where that joint is. Just blast right through it. Kitchen shears, so much easier. Get yourself a pair if you're gonna do this. There you go. Right in there. After you've got them all in your bowl, I got my grill outside already on, nice and hot. We don't want them to stick. That's what I like to do. Really, simple recipe. Just do a little olive oil. Remember, you got chicken on this hand still, so you pay attention to all kinds of stuff. A little olive oil, just to coat the wings a little bit. If you were doing a marinade, if you were gonna do teriyaki, if you were going to do some other kind of, they make a lot of nice barbecue marinades too. If you wanted to do that first, now would be the time. You just dump this in your bowl, Ziploc bag, whatever you want to do. Throw it in your fridge, let it sit there overnight. But we're just going to do real basic salt and pepper seasoning, and then we're going to barbecue them when we're outside. So I want to get that coated. There we go. I'm going to have to wash this hand. Always important, keep your hands washed, especially when you're dealing with raw food, especially raw chicken. Nice and clean. So have your towel nearby. Alright, now, salt and pepper these. Like I always say in my channel, I like the Himalayan pink salt, fresh ground pepper. A little in there, not a lot, depending on how you like it. And that's it. Again, we're going to give it a little toss. Make sure they're coated. Start getting everything you're going to need for the grill. You're going to need a little brush for your sauces. You're going to need your tongs. We're going to head outside. So let's go. All right. All right, now that we're outside at the grill, Let's get these chicken wings on. I like to start off with a medium-high heat when it comes to grilling. First of all, I crank it all the way up, let it get nice and hot, and then I lower it. Got my chicken wings coated in oil so they don't really stick that much. I like to just get them all laid out there. Take all these. I got quite a few today, so taking a couple minutes to get all these on here. I wanted to do enough because I want to do some with the Stubbs and some with the Sweet Baby Ray. Just want to make sure I have enough. Quite frankly, I'm going to eat all these later, so. Same with when you're cooking inside on a pan on the stove. You're going to just want to get to know what you're cooking on as far as hot spots and spots that are kind of cool. Put them all on there. Alright, we'll give them a couple minutes, then I'll show you what they look like when I flip them. Alright, so I've had them on here for a couple minutes on this side, so I'm just going to give them a quick little wiggle. If they come away from the grill, they don't stick. It means they're pretty much good to be flipped. Obviously, the bigger the drumstick pieces are going to take a little bit longer to cook, so I like to start with some of the smaller flats. Kind of just give those a turn. Now, we're obviously going to make sure that these things are thoroughly cooked before we eat them, obviously. So don't worry, by the time we eat them, they're going to be cooked. Like I said, I like to start with the flats, that way they cook much quicker. Get all those flipped first. Take a look at the drumsticks. Kind of move them around, find the hot spots. Yeah, G, can you get in closer? Yep. Really smoky. Put those around. Work on these. Because what I'm going to do is I like to do them, I get them all grilled up, get some nice grill marks on them, make sure the cooking process has started, and then what I like to do is I like to take them off the direct heat of the actual grill, and I like to line them up on the top. And that's where I really put more sauce, turn down the heat a little bit, make sure they get cooked, but not all just straight on this direct heat. Really keeps them nice and juicy. You'll see later. Alright, come back in a couple minutes when these are pretty much done. Alright, while we're waiting for our chicken to finish cooking up on the grill outside, let's talk a little bit about the sauces. We got Sweet Baby Ray's and we got Stubbs. Like I said, I'm up here in New England. I don't know where you folks are from. I don't know what's popular around the United States, but I'm assuming both of these are pretty popular brands. Stubbs, delicious, both in the local supermarket. Glass bottle. Got your guy in the front that says, hey, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to barbecue and sauces, so buy me. Sweet Baby Ray's, very popular nowadays. It says award-winning right on the front, plain barbecue sauce. I figured I would go with both plain. They both make a different variety, all kinds of, sweet and hot, tangy, all that kind of stuff. This one says it's from Chicago. I'm not really sure if that's where it's just, bottled or if that's where it's actually from. This one says it's from Texas. Take a look at the ingredients. I mean, they're fairly similar, but the Sweet Baby Ray starts off with high fructose corn syrup and then corn syrup after that. So it is a lot more sugar based than this. Then it goes into distilled vinegar, tomato paste, corn starches, and then it's got some natural and artificial flavoring, some molasses, caramel color, spices, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty good. But you go to Stubbs. I don't know if they did this on purpose or not, because it doesn't really, besides the small thing on the side that says gluten-free, it doesn't really come up and tell you that it's that, so I don't know. Starts off with tomato puree, then it goes into regular sugar, and then distilled vinegar, molasses, bourbon, salt, cornstarch. So cornstarch does get down there, which is basically sugar, but it's way down the list. Just so you know, the top ingredients is the ingredients that's in there the most. So if it starts with tomato paste, it means it's mostly tomato paste. When it starts with high fructose corn syrup, it means it's mostly sugar. So later on when the chicken wings are done and they're in here, we're gonna taste them. We're also gonna taste these and take a closer look. So until then, let me wrap up what's going on outside. Okay, now that I've got them in here to pretty much a point where I'm comfortable that they're fully cooked, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna barbecue sauce both of them with the two different kinds, just so later on I can check them out and figure out which one I prefer better. So I left this shut so we can get some dramatic smoke. Ready? Boom, dramatic smoke. Now, if you noticed where they are in the grill, I like to put them up here, like I said. If you have one of these on your grill, I like, before I start saucing them and start really getting involved in what's going on in here, with something a lot shorter than these, I like to pull them close to me so that I'm not reaching back there with the brush and I nick my hand on this, because oh, it's fucking hot. So you don't want to do that. I'm going to do left side, sweet baby raised. Like I said, they're pretty much cooked through, but I'm going to sauce them a little bit. I'm going to put them up here and then I'm going to re-sauce them after that. And I also like to get them in a tight, close formation so I don't just get, barbecue sauce all over the place. That way it's easy to just kind of do one of those. Spread that sauce around. Just like that. Because the sugar in these barbecue sauce is going to start to caramelize and get to the point where it's going to start to burn real quick once it hits the grill itself. That's why, because I'm doing two different kinds, I'm going to sauce these two. And you can already tell how much thinner this is, because it doesn't have as much as the corn syrup. And it's more tomato paste and vinegar based, so it is a little thinner. Earlier in the video I might have said corn starch is sugar, but it's actually corn syrup isn't the sugar, so I apologize to all my fans out there if I misspoke. Go. Now we're going to sauce this side. I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit. Do my quick flip so I can get the other side. Because I do like the caramelization, a little bit of the burn on that, on the barbecue sauce too. It's all about the flavor. Whoa, hang in there, buddy. Flip over here, flip over here. Doing this as fast as I can so you don't have to sit here and watch me flip the chicken wings all day. There we go. Ready. That took off on me, so he's over there. Hit him. If you want great chicken wings, it takes this kind of time to do it right. You can cook them in the oven too. They're good. Trust me, someone puts chicken wings in front of me, I don't care if they've been cooked at home on the grill or in the oven. Restaurants will throw them in the fry later. However they end up in front of me is not my concern. But when I'm cooking them at home, I got beautiful weather. This is how I'm going to do it. Now that these are like this, see that? Get a close up of that. That's what I'm talking about. This is when I start. Same thing, I always start with the smallest ones because I know they're much more cooked than the other ones. So I'm going to get my flats up there. Like I said, I like to just kind of lower the heat, let these chill up here for a little while. Make sure they finish cooking, turns it more into an oven than an actual grill. Indirect heat. There we go. Close this and let them hang out. Alright everybody, we're back in the house. We got the chicken wings all plated up and ready to go. We're going to do some tasting, find out. I don't know if you noticed outside, these pie plates, I keep them next to my grill so they warm up from the heat of the grill, a little bit from the heat of the sun. I just hate taking hot food and throwing them onto cold plates. It's just one of my things. It cools down the food and it just drives me crazy. Also, get yourself a nice meat thermometer, digital. These things you're gonna wanna make sure they're cooked to at least 165. I test them every time I make them, and I make them all the time in the summertime. In the summer, every single Sunday, I have a bunch of people to the house, friends, family, and anybody that has ever been by here on a Sunday in the summer knows. I do them, you know, I marinate stuff in Italian dressing. I make some with honey mustard. I use super hot sauces. I've made them with jerk chicken, sweet and sour, teriyaki. I've made all kinds of wings in the summertime, and every time I do, I always take the biggest one and check it and make sure it's good, temp-wise. So, that being said, they both look delicious. They both are coated nicely. Go ahead, and I'm going to start with the Sweet Baby Ray's. I'm going to taste this one. For a taste test, I think it's easier to use the drumstick, so I'm just going to take one of these, get a nice big bite. Yeah. So good. I mean, you really can't go wrong. Sweet, it does have a little smoky flavor to it, but barbecue sauces go mostly sweet, then tomato, vinegar, spices, that kind of thing. Stubbs, let's check out this one. Sounds like a good one. Oh, yeah. Now, a little bit more vinegar and tomato, less sweet. You can taste the spices a little bit more, salt, pepper. Sorry. Chewing and talking with my mouth full. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, you can taste it all in here. So, if I had to say which one is better, I mean, trust me, I wouldn't kick either one of these out of the bed for leaving crumbs. They're both really good. But, I mean, or maybe it's just today, I think I'm gonna go with Stubbs today. It's a popular brand in my house. I use it for a lot. They use a lot of different things. They do a nice beef, they do a nice pork chop marinade, they do all kinds of chicken marinades too. It's really good. But I like Old Faithful too. So that being said, if you like this video, give it a like for the algorithm, leave a comment, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and we'll go from there. And do not forget to subscribe. And after you do that, go cook something, would you? Go cook something.